wanted to start by saying happy birthday to my niece, Zariah. She's in 6th grade, so preteen. It's a pivotal part of their life, and I was able to talk with her and just seeing her. Just like, bro, I remember holding you when you were just this tiny little baby. Now you're a 6th grader. Like, life comes at you fast. It's crazy. So I feel like this is a cool thing. She can show her friends, her uncle, giving her a shout out on his podcast. So just wanted to say, appreciate you, baby girl. I love you so much. And I'll see you in a couple weeks. You know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang. Oh, this is the version without the Santa. The best man to let it all the world. So I'll throw it in there. Let's try this again. Hey, and welcome to Season 5, Episode 159 of Shades of Blue.
This is culturally inappropriate.
We are the most comprehensive show about Manchester City, covering both the men's and women's game, spanning both sides of the Mason-Dixon line. We making art over here. Capitalize the A. I am with Sharpie Charlie and Tarik. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling?
It's a Tuesday, man, and
It's a Tuesday.
It's weird. Like the Tuesday back for a teacher after Thanksgiving break, when you are knowing you only have 15 days of school left, it's one of the hardest days of the year because I'm like, yo, I am so far away from all my goals. So far from the weekend, so far from break, so far from payday, which is next Friday. So you're really just trying to make it through. But I survived. And I'm happy to be here with y'all. Kids are great. It's just everybody wants vacation. Once you have a little taste of vacation, you just want the whole thing. So that's what it is. Like, that was a little teaser, but now I'm excited for the real thing.
I can only imagine, yeah, like, especially like the teachers want that break, the students want that break, and you're all trying to like lock in, but also not caring almost.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
And then famous Tarik over here talking back Tuesdays. The
big
numbers,
big views on Talkback. TBT going crazy
today.
Yeah. Big ups to LB and the folks over at MHF. So Mo and Hussam. They sent, did the raid, and numbers were at one point like 300. It's crazy, but like I said, I appreciate, when you show people love and they show it back. I appreciate that because I'm like, your favorite underground rapper who does all the features on everybody else's stuff. I'm featuring on everybody else's stream.
Yeah.
And so, when you do yours, you want to know that those dudes they'll jump on or they'll send their people, whatever, they'll support that way too. So, big ups to all of them. But yeah, it was a great time. I'm trying to eat, so I'll be off camera, but I'll eat and then I'll jump back on. But yeah, man, it was a crazy, crazy day.
Yes. The things you got to do when you're famous. I understand.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about this game.
Crazy last 180 minutes of football.
My gosh. And we will get into it. Shout out to the third child for our intro. If you're watching on YouTube, like that video, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment on what you thought on the episode. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any of those podcasting apps, please, again, subscribe, rate, review. All of these things really do help us connect with new people, other football lovers like yourself. If you're on Twitch, subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. We're almost at 40. We're getting there step by step, step by step. Shout out to you, Twitch. And fantastic things coming for our Patreon. It's the holiday season, so we had to turn it up. I just shared a clip of gonna have Jack Gone back on soon. About every 2 months or so we have him on, and I shared the clip when I asked him in October about Savio and that transfer, and he said that City never received that $70 million transfer fee that everybody keeps talking about. So thankfully, luckily, people have been like using that clip. Anytime anyone brings it up, they just like share that clip, and I'm like, thank you. Like, this is what we're gonna do, and slowly try to shut that nonsense down. But for $6 a month, you can be tapped in. Most dope people, most dope conversations, so many great episodes. I try to keep them evergreen. There are certain circumstances and conversations that we have that are dated, but for the most part, you can listen to them and you can be like, oh, look at the progress that has happened since they've had that conversation. So $6 a month, very much worth it. Fantastic people, great conversations, match previews, all of those great things. No ads. So if you're listening and you're like, whoa, there's ads now. One, shout out to our family at Believe. That's another reason why you should subscribe to our Patreon. There are no ads on any of our Patreon episodes. So even our $3 tier, that's how you can still listen to our weekly episodes ad free. So you help the podcast. You get rid of ads, those pesky ads.
Hey, Crunk, can we start doing the pitch? If it's $3 here, can we do it like they used to do in the commercials? For 10 cents a day, you can support Shades of Blue.
That's a great way to sell. For 10 cents a day, you can support Shades of Blue and you can avoid ads. That is worth it to me. 10 cents a day. Just think of it that way. For all you budgeters.
There you go.
Love it.
There you go. Lock
Absolutely love it. Man, lots to talk about today. We have narrow wins against Leeds, against Fulham. We got to look forward to Sunderland, who Black Cats, 9 lives. They are showing it in this league this season, doing better than anyone anticipated and expected. But then we have to look forward to oh, no, we don't have to talk about the Champions League because we'll record before that game because it's on a Wednesday. I mean, I feel like I kind of want to. There might be a few things because I am a little nervous about it. So maybe my show bros can talk me off the hill for that. And then our Baby Blue Baddies are back. They have a match this weekend against lowly Leicester City. So we'll preview that and give score predictions. Really, when it comes to these games, this episode, the goals are the goals. I feel like there are a lot of like deeper conversations about what's been going on. Like the goals are the one thing, but there are a lot of like culture conversations I think we need to be having about this club. So I'm very excited to tap into this. Thom Bomb, what's up, boy? How you feeling?
Oh, it's been a day. It has been a day. But we survived it in more ways than one. And that's all you can say.
So proud of you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So let's start off by talking Premier League's match against Leeds. Do
we have
to? Like the game specifically itself, not necessarily, but again, greater conversations about the club. I don't necessarily care about the minutia of so and so did this and tactics and all that other things. Pep did the 10-man rotation when it came to the Leverkusen game. So that was basically the entire conversation in that pre-match presser versus Leeds. Pep mentioned after that Leeds game in that presser about how I was being too nice. I was trying to give these players these chances to play because many of them have struggled with playing time, and I know that gets to them, and it honestly gets to me. Like, I hate seeing all these people being sad and bummed out because they're not getting playing time. We saw how that happened. They got smacked. So he was then asked if being too nice is over. Like, it is something that he regretted.
Maybe I'll have a theory to rotate. You have to rotate because it's impossible to sustain. But I thought I have a lot of confidence of them. Still right now I have a lot. I have a huge value what they are as a football players, and that, or maybe is higher than I think about them than them themselves. So, and yeah, it was a good lesson for me. So even with quite experience as a manager, it's a good lesson for me for the future.
I have more belief in them than they do themselves. And I mean, you can kind of see that in that Leverkusen match. Pep did take a brunt of the blame. Like, he's always willing to take accountability. I appreciate that. But in this next clip, he does mention at the end what he wanted to see from his players.
I don't blame this one. I blame myself to don't read that maybe should have been protective with the players I played lately to give that secure to try the thing. So it doesn't matter what happened. So it's just to try. We didn't try. It's not to play good or bad. It's not even try. That was the problem.
It's just to try. And we didn't try. It's not playing good or bad. It's not even try. That was the problem. He said they didn't even try. And they didn't in that match against Leverkusen. All right. Shout out to 50 Plus Donor, B Flim, Jake. They joined me. They flipped me up because I said that this should be light work against Leverkusen, even calling them loser-Kusen. Like that's my fault. I thought it made sense. Should have won. Should have handled business. But I was yelling about that in multiple of the goals. Like, people were jogging back. Defenders were jogging back. Like, how are you watching the opponent with the ball sprinting, and you're just like, someone will get it. Someone will get it. And they was just very frustrated. Oh, for some reason I can't hear you. That was weird. We just had you.
Mm-mm. So, Crunk, did you want to talk about are we talking about Leverkusen or Leeds? Because now I'm confused.
So this is just pre-Leeds, but
pre-Leeds, he brought up the Leverkusen. Okay, I was like, which one?
But
okay.
it all has to do with the same thing. Like, the problems with Leverkusen were very similar to the problems with Leeds. Were very similar to the problems with. It just seems to be a systematic failing.
But can you say that though? I think there is a systematic issue. There's a consistent theme that we keep seeing in these matches. But the Leverkusen match, that's when we rotated everybody, right?
Yeah, 10 people, 10
so
and 11.
That one is like a throwaway. You can't really even take anything away from that match. It's just throw that away and look at the rest of them. I don't think they have any tie necessarily.
Oh, that's nice.
You good, Tom?
I see the mute symbol. Is he going to unmute? Can y'all hear me? He blinked twice.
I say he's not frozen, but
okay. I can hear y'all. All right. The most frustrating thing about the Leverkusen loss is that Leverkusen immediately went home and lost to the most unserious outfit in all of Europe in Dortmund. And that's so damning. Just so damning.
And again, we don't need to stay at the Leverkusen match because we have plenty to talk about. But just saying, hey, Pep made 10 subs, it's all on him. I think that's kind of the problem with the Leeds and the match today against Fulham. A lot of the conversation is on Pep and what he isn't doing. He's not on the pitch. He's not the one letting these goals go past him. And that's what's frustrating me. It's like, what part of this do we go, hey, the players need to do better?
Well, see, I think the Leeds match for me is very different than today's match against who the hell did we play? Oh my god,
Fulham.
you said so many teams. Fulham.
That
We haven't said that
team.
name. Yeah. So those are very different matches because the Fulham match is a crazy comeback with a total XG of 0.86, and somehow they scored 4 goals. Crazy hits, truly golazos, right? A diving header across the net, like crazy, beautiful goals. The Leeds match, I felt like, was really the worst of the 3, mainly because you put back all the people that are supposed to be dominant, and then you go down to a Leeds team that is barely above relegation when you have your best quote unquote 11 on the pitch. So I actually think Leeds is for me, out of the 3, the most disappointing, just because we should have been in control of that match. And the fact that we conceded, it just felt like the last season all over again. But we know how it finished. So it's like, okay, you got heart. But it's like the way it built up was the most frustrating for me to watch.
That's fair. Continuing with that presser, Pep went on to kind of talk about how he feels the pain for the players, because like, this is just how I feel. Like, he's damned when he uses the same players over and over and over again, and he kind of mentions that when we get to today's match, Fulham, he mentions that. But then also when he gives the rotations and he gives the chances, yes, 10 people, it is too much. You could tell everybody didn't feel that comfortable, but damned if he does that.
I know it. It happened. For me, it's easy to put the same players, cover my shoulders, and it's going bad. It's from Erling, from Ruben, from Bernardo. There's the problems. Do you think I don't think about when Puerto Rico and Villarreal is going bad? Everybody's going to say, what is doing Pep? What are he doing? I know my consequences, but at the same time, I've done it many times. And the people say, no, I think Pep is arrogant, presumptuous. It's fine. Managers is only position in my case that when you think a lot, it's bad thing. That is, I need to understand that positions. But I know the consequences. But always I think that together we have to do it. It's a team that we have for the quality of players that together we have to do it. And now have a game, in 3 days I have another one, in 4 days another one, in 3 days another one. One day or another one, I have to move. Always I've done it. But it's true. 10 is too much.
Again, those are 10 is too much. 10 is too much. But also, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you just play the same players over and over again? It's an interesting conversation. Starting 11 for this match was Donnarumma, Nunes, Diaz, Vardiol, O'Reilly, Gonzalez, Reinders, Foden, Silva, Doku, and Haaland. In this match altogether, City had an XG of 3.10 in the match. 2.67 came in the first half. 3 big chances missed. That match should have been over in the first half. Yeah, we saw what happens when you play with your food. You almost choke. Obviously, to me, the biggest part of this conversation was when Gigi went down. And then they basically have to, Pep just created a new thing where players go down, and then you take advantage of that time to talk tactics and things like that.
Tom, did he create that? Where did he get that from, Tom?
Dog, the terrorist that's at Chelsea Women's Football Club has been talking about this. She talked about this shit in the first WSL match of the season. So clearly this shit knows no gender. Like, this happens all across the world in every league, on every level. There's we need to make some sort of tactical switch. Hell, Yamashita did it in the first match against Chelsea. Because not Seb Hines was like, oh shit, she got wingbacks. I don't know what the fuck to do with this. So, this, and I can't tell you how many times I've personally seen this in NWSL play. So it's not like this is some brand new concept across the world of football. Like, we've been talking about this for a while. Like, this isn't new. Like, yeah, your goalkeeper is like, my ankle, I need some treatment. Come out here and get me. And it's like, cool. Y'all 10 players, come talk to me because I need to tell you what to do because, like, we have to make an adjustment. Like, this is not new. This is not new news.
It's not new in any sport.
And it's not exclusive to Pep.
Yeah. It's like when you're watching college American football, and you know when it's a tactic, because if one player goes down, it's one thing. But when you have like 4 players all go down on the same play, because nobody knows who's supposed to go down, but we just know somebody got to go down so we can get some extra time. And then they all end up going down. You like, wait a minute. All y'all jokers ain't get hurt. Come on now. We know what's up, but we can't do nothing about it. So it is what it is. So yeah.
It was so bad they changed the rule in the SEC.
Yeah, I was going to say the SEC.
If you do this after a play, you get a penalty because they know it's like the game is up. Like, hey, Lane Kiffin, shout out to Lane. He did it last year at Ole Miss, and it caused the uproar. But to your point, Pep did it, and I had to look at the squad, and I'm realizing, like, hey, we think of these guys as the champions. This team is not the champions. This is the team that has some champions, people that have won in other countries, like Gigi, right? But these are people that played on some teams that may have been players, but only, I think, 4 or 5 of the starters have actually, like, consistently started on a championship team. And so you're learning. Like, we have not changed the paradigm of what we think about this city. Like, this city is at the building stages of this part of the project. You can't be like, hey, we lose all this experience, all these greatness. Go look at the trouble roster and look at those defenders. You had stalwarts, right? Go look at there was no weak spot in that team. Cole Palmer couldn't get in that team. And we know what his talent is, right? Like, you had Rico Lewis as like a fun little toy, even though he's actually talented. He didn't really play that much. Like, that was a great team. Now you have players that are learning and have talent, but to do it in the PL when you're going against a club that has nothing to lose and they're coming back on you, it gets stressful out here. And so these are the building blocks that you go through. And so, like, yeah, like that part when he did it, I was like, good. Thank you, Gigi. We needed it. We needed a break.
Truly needed it. And actually, what you said, Sharpie, it's perfect for a clip. This is today after Fulham, but Pep basically said what you just said.
So improve that is, Tijani is the first season, Nick O'Reilly is the first season playing that position, Mateo is the first season playing that position, Nico Gonzalez is the first year that play a lot, Kovacic and Rodri, the Ballon d'Or, alongside, I would say, Erling Haaland is the most important player that we have. 1 year and a half, we don't have it.
Yeah, so it's just, we have so many new people earning their bumps together. Like, so, and we're seeing it. We used to talk about how the players were mentality monsters. Like, that was a phrase that we use all the time. These aren't mentality monsters. They respectfully are mentality Muppets. Like, they gotta hit that gym. They gotta get their weight up. They're getting there. I said respectfully.
You can't say that respect. There's nothing respectfully about that.
Can they at least be mentality snuffleupagus or something if you're gonna call them Muppets?
Is that better?
God damn.
Is that better?
I mean, it's better than calling them Elmo, which you basically just did.
I was like, is Oscar the Grouch walking through that door? Like, are we bringing out Miss Piggy? What is happening right now? Like,
this is too funny.
No, Miss Piggy would have handled some business on that pitch. What are you talking about?
Miss Piggy ain't got no pace. Miss Piggy had no pace. She would have got blown by like Ruben Diaz. Like, what are we talking about?
What have we evolved into? Oh my God. We're gonna have a tier ranking of the Muppets by their footy ability.
Pace.
Their footy ability.
Yeah, that's the 11 I want to make. Give me a Muppets 11. Bro, we're going
oh my
crazy.
God.
Count Dracula on the right wing, getting nasty over there.
Big Bird winning all of the Golden Gloves.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's got to be the keeper.
Where is Kermit? Is Kermit a 10? Is he like, I think he's got to be a 10, right? He looks snazzy.
Yeah.
Oh, Bert and Ernie can be our double pivot.
Boom. There you go.
And then the
Oh,
guys from the old dudes, they can be like the center or like the
oh,
fullbacks.
Some one of them got to be the coach, though. One of them got to be Pep.
Oh, that's
They
right.
got to be.
They're the coach. They're the
They
coach,
got to be
man. You're right.
throwing
You're right.
water bottles on.
Yeah. We need more youth on the pitch. We don't want to be like City from the other year.
oh my gosh. I am so thankful that
I'm so
women.
sorry. You said Muppets, and now I'm just on the.
No, this is great. No, it's being clipped. It's definitely being clipped. It's, I regret nothing. I regret nothing. But yeah, this match, the whole GG injury, post-match, Pep naturally was asked about it, and he was like, "Did you not see I had James Trafford warming up? Like I thought he was injured. Like I didn't know what was going on. So like that was the players. If they were doing something, like I don't know, my bad guys. Like
Big up to Gigi. Gigi said, "Nope, this shit sucks. Stop. Stop. Go talk."
Y'all find me all the time for all of the things. I'm not trying to get fined anymore. Like whether if I show up too late on this these pressers, you find me. If I get here too early, you'll find me. You find us all last year because we showed up 1 or 2 minutes late after a halftime break. You find them for that. Like, leave us alone. Like, and that's basically what he was trying to say. Like, leave me alone. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, what else do I have? Yeah, there's anything in particular from this? Like, I'm happy that they were able to get that last minute winner. But like the subs, the halftime subs. Oh, sorry, Tom. What were you about to say?
Just in this, like, if today does not happen, and Erling Haaland does not score his 100th goal, like in Premier League play, how concerned were you from the beginning of that match when I thought that Haaland probably had the better shot to score the goal in the first minute?
Wait, are we moving? We're moving.
No,
to...
no. We're not moving to Fulham yet. But just like overall, like how concerned were you that like, oh God, it's been almost 3 matches in the Premier League, like over 3 matches since Erling scored a goal.
Realistically, he does this though. Like he'll score, he'll like bag do a brace, and then I have a hat trick, and then he'll go 3 or 4 games without a goal, and then he'll score a goal, then he'll go a game without a goal, and then he'll score a hat trick. Like he kind of does that. So I wasn't really surprised.
I clocked it as in like, oh yeah, like it's been a while because I knew like I had thought he was going to score 100 last game. And then I was like, oh, when we got to Tuesday, oh, he's going to score the 100. And it's like, wait, is it going to happen? Yeah. So I was with you, Tom. Where like I realized it. So, but the glory of the Leeds game is we won a match where he didn't score.
Yeah.
And that is what was the issue. And like that honestly might be better long term than had Haaland just scored a hat trick and we won. If he scores a hat trick that match and he gets all the plaudits and nobody else gets tributes, we don't get Phil's confidence up. It's like, okay, well now again, same question next game. But now it's like, well, wait, Phil got a brace. Oh, it's Phil back and his confidence and he feels good. And oh, we got a Yasko goal. Okay. So like it wasn't ideal for strikers to ever miss chances. Yes. But if we had to sacrifice something and still win, I'll take Haaland missing that to get Phil back in form. Right. Champions League started it. Now you got PL Phil back, Player of the Year Phil back, and now he's 5th in the Premier League in goals. Like that fast. He's top 5. It's crazy.
I love that.
Really? He's top 5 in goals?
Yeah, because it's like 15 for Haaland. Igor has 11. Somebody has 7, 6, and then there's a bunch tied at 5.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
He did in 2 matches. He jumped in the league.
2 goals. Yeah.
Each match. Quick work.
But that just goes to show you. Well, go ahead, man.
No, you go for it.
It goes to show you 2 things. One, I'm as a City fan, big ups to Phil and everybody that was writing him off and acting like they forgot about Phil. If I could, borrow from Dre, he could be Eminem. That'd be great. This is great. But so on the stream today, I hit him with the I got 5 on it. I said, y'all gonna have to learn this. If y'all gonna be hanging out with me, y'all gonna have to learn this because this is what I do over at Shades of Blue. Y'all got to get up on this. So anyway,
cold sure.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it's how quickly Phil has jumped up and how quickly the conversation changes there. But also, it's just like, you know, it how so yes, how quickly the conversation around him has changed, but you know, 4 goals in like 2 matches or something like that. I don't know. It just feels like we be doing too much as a fan base and as just people in general.
1,000%.
It's just like, oh, Phil's back, but it's really only 2 matches. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves. But at the same hand, those are really good signs. Really good signs.
Yeah. And honestly, I want to give like a lot of the conversation, like Tarik said, is the fan base doing too much. But shout out to Daniel Fart. Like he made 2 subs at half, bringing on Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Jake Beal, like solidifying his defense. He realized there was a weakness in his defense, and then moving towards 2 attackers up top, going for it. And he realized he needed some more physicality. I guess they ended up losing at the end, but they damn near won it. And Pep even said, yo, like it went from our 2 center backs being able to focus on one striker to now them being one-on-ones and just ball over the top. That is really difficult. Like it's kind of wild how the game has grown as much as it has, but Route 1 football is one of like most difficult things to handle now because like Arsenal, they handled Bayern, and Bayern were complaining about the fact that Arsenal just did long balls the entire time. And they're like, that wasn't real football. We played PSG, that's real football. Arsenal, Route 1 football, like that's not real football. And it's so
That was
simple.
Kimmich. That was Kimmich specifically who complained. Let's just say the name. We're not gonna blame every player on the team. I don't think Elise was complaining. He knew what he was walking into. Kimmich, who's only been in Bundesliga, was like, "Wait, this is what y'all do?" Yes.
And also, like, how can you like their goalie ran to the halfway line damn near and like got lost in space and didn't know what the hell he was doing. So like in that match against Arsenal, who's damn near as old as I am, like that man needs to retire and go home and be a family man. Because God damn.
He will not give up that shirt, bro. He loved that shirt more than he loved his kid.
Clearly.
Charlie said, go home and hang out with your family, man.
He doesn't want to be a father or a husband.
Don't even know what you look like, my boy.
And the football season's so long. You're talking like August to May. Yeah. He's like, now, I see you in June.
Yeah. And then he got that weird mustache thing going on.
That's how I knew bad things were gonna happen. I legitimately boasted about that. I was like, hey yo, this mustache says calamity will ensue. And calamity ensued.
All right, back to Leeds, because I almost forgot what we were talking about because it was so funny. But I will say, Dominic Calvert-Lewin might have had the best match he's had in 4 years.
Bro.
Like he was exceptional.
I was
like
so
that when he came on the pitch, I said, who is that? And then was this the first time that Pep was truly outclassed by a manager? Because he had no idea that DCL would be a halftime sub. Because there was nothing that came out in the second half. It's like, hey, I bet Falca does this, and this is how you got to defend it. It was like, wait, he did who? Who coming out? Wait, why he do that? Like, right? Pep was like, it's like somebody had a cheat code in the game. It was like, wait, how you kick the ball so fast? You can't do that shot.
That's the best he's looked, like you said, in years. So many times City have played against Everton, and then he'll come on and does absolutely nothing. He makes a fool of himself. And even when I did a Leeds match preview, shout out to Brian DeBrin, and he was talking about how nobody expects anything from him because he's been injured for most of the season. Honestly, most of the last few years he's been injured. So when he came on, I laughed. I was like, what's he gonna do? Crow pie, baby.
But you know tasty. What? No disrespect and all due respect to Leeds and to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but it was a mistake by us that gave him the goal, right? Yes. But then once you give him the goal and momentum changes, then it's all, then now it's all, now we're all 6s and 7s, we're all losing it because we don't know what to do. But it really was a mistake on our part. Now, maybe he would have created and it would have happened anyway, because it was just so quick after the halftime that it's hard to say he would have or he wouldn't have had the same outcome. But I don't want to take anything, I don't want to take too much away from him, but I also got to say there's a little bit of we just weren't good in that moment.
Yeah. And Pep even, like, shout out to City being able to score that last minute goal. And the joy, elation from Foden, that knee slide, he's great at knee slides, but that knee slide was a knee slide. Like it honestly felt very company-esque. Like the joy, the limbs, I thought I was about to start crying, bro. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, let's go, because it's just his struggles from last year, his up and down. He really needed a moment like this to really cling on to, and Pep was like, these are the type of games that we need to win. You can't always win easy. You can't, like, sometimes you have to get ahead and then lose it, because it teaches the players that they can have that. Like, they have that in them. This is their step from, like, whatever is slightly above mentality Muppet. Like, they're getting there. They're getting there. And then, like Pep was talking about it, he said, and I quote, "It's not tactics, it's emotions, how you control it. In those moments, they are not, you have to do this or move in that way. It's just put the ball there, avoid the transitions, bring the ball in the box in the chaos, and you will score." He then mentioned Pep Linders in Liverpool and how Liverpool used to kill him a lot. And now he is trying to help those players understand that situation. We just got a good example of that with Leeds, and especially against Fulham, which we can move on to with this match. Because that's a lot of what it was just fucking ball in a space and just chaos ensuing. But the pre-match presser was horrendous. The first presser, it was 2 minutes. It was like 2 minutes and 20 seconds because someone tried to ask if the win against Leeds last season would have been a loss. Except for the way that he phrased it, Pep had to ask for like clarification 5 different times, and it just like pissed him off. Like, his energy was so low. And then the follow-up question was, hey, Donnarumma, yellow cards, which he's had to answer every single pre and post match for the last like 3 games. And after that, it was basically done. And then the embargo interview wasn't much better. Like, the first question was Phil Foden. He's a great player. He only has 18 months left on his contract. He's a player you would want at the club for many, many years. That was it. It wasn't a question. It was a statement. And this was Pep's reply.
You are right. Completely right.
Because, like, what do you
Good
want
on
to do?
Pep, because it's not a question. I hate the way they phrase stuff in Britain. It's so annoying. You're making comments and then like, hey, comment on my comment. No, ask a question. Like, it's really, I don't understand how you call that good journalism. It's terrible.
As someone who has gone to a football coach's pre and post match conferences, you go to elicit information from the people who are there. What is the best way to elicit that information? Do you make a statement or do you ask a question? Typically, when you want to get information, you will ask a question. You will not make a statement.
You think it's simple enough.
That's why that man is a big J journalist, because he got all that knowledge. I don't know if he went to journalism school, but
is he an adjunct professor now?
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Look,
let me call Missouri. Let me call the School of Journalism.
Look, if you want to elicit information, you got it, man. Hey, I love it. That dude, man.
Multimedia
so
Tom
proud
over
of you,
here.
man. So proud of you.
So y'all my friends. I know y'all. That's what I'm gonna say. I know them.
Like that dude, man.
I know those guys.
That dude is dope. I love that.
Oh my god. Okay, so the starting 11, it was the same exact starting 11 against Leeds, including the bench. Like, he didn't change nothing.
Okay, so when the starting 11 came out and you saw this, what was your first thought? Because my first thought was, oh, Pep just said, fuck this Sunderland game. I don't give a fuck about that. But we got to win today.
See, and I thought, I was like, he obviously hears what everybody's saying and stuff. So it was to me, it was like, here, nigga, damn. Back to back, same team, shut up, consistency.
It's not the first time you've done it. He's done that multiple times this year. Like, remember we had that run where it was like, oh, this team is the one that won. Oh, he did it again. Like, he's done this before. I think, honestly, he knows the best combination. And I realized that, like, if you think the harder match is on the road at Craven College on a Tuesday night, because you have more rest until Saturday, I think that's when you do this double, and then you might rotate for Saturday if you choose to, right? Like, you're back at home. Maybe you don't do 10. Maybe you do 4 rotations, right? Mix up the midfield, whatever. But, like, we got Real Madrid next week. So there's some planning going on. But the break between Tuesday to Saturday allows your guys to say, hey, it's not every 3 days. We got 4 days off. And we got to go again. Like, and then we can double up. But it's like, now it's just hard. And this is what December always is. Like, anybody who's a City fan for, I don't know, at least 3 years, you know, every December, the matches come quick and fast. It is every 3 to 4 days. You will play a match. You can put on the big graphic and look at all the logos. It's like, damn, how we got all these matches in 31 days? And somehow every year it's like 9 or 10 matches. So you got to do it. And this is the time you got to embrace this up.
That's real. Yeah. Oh, Tarik, when you saw the starting 11, what were your thoughts? Is this what you wanted? Were you hoping for some slight changes? Because, again, a lot of people, here's it off, my moose.
No, I don't think anybody, well, I'm sure there are people, but I think at this point it has become common knowledge and accepted that Mateus Nunes is our best right back at the moment. I think people want to see Kuznetsov because I think they believe he has a lot of potential. I think, you know, in certain matchups, they'll say, oh, well, he's got the physicality or the aggression or the whatever. But to be honest, I think Nunes has all of those things as well. I can't tell you who would win a race between the two of them. I will tell you, I think they're both pretty quick. So I'm not concerned about either one of them getting beat for pace from that standpoint. So I think if you ask, you know, if this was Family Feud, we asked 100 City fans who is our best right back at this moment today, you'd probably get 70-30. Maybe it's only 60-40, but they would say it was Nunes. So no, I wasn't expecting him. I think maybe I would have thought there would have been a little bit of rotation just because I don't know how many matches in a row Bernardo can go. So whether it was rest him today and then play him on Saturday against Sunderland. I think it's Saturday. I don't know when we play, to be honest with you. But I just don't know that Bernardo can do today and then also do our weekend match. I just don't think that happens. So somewhere you got to have a rotation. But then that begs this other question. Who are you rotating? You can say we'll bring Sharpie in, but then who's playing alongside Nico G? Because at the moment, I think he needs a partner. So who's partnering him? It's not Reinders, because Reinders isn't that dude. Reinders is more of a finesse. He ain't getting into tackles and doing all that stuff.
No, he's not.
So who you putting back there? There is no Kovacic. You know, who you rolling out there? If we're saying that Rodri's not ready to go, I don't know who you play. So as much as I want to see Nico G get a rest, I don't think you can. And I just don't know. I don't know what that rotation looks like on Sunderland, because I think their midfield is pretty physical.
Yes.
And I don't know that you can just say, okay, Nico, you go out there and battle between both of those. You hold it down for us by yourself. I just don't think that makes sense. I don't think it's reasonable. So I think that's kind of why I was thinking maybe we would see Bernardo get a rest. But all in all, I'm good with it.
I think you saw who the Nico Juice replacement is in the subs that got made. It's going to be Johnny Stones.
But I will say this. To that point, and there was something I read it, or maybe I heard it after the match today. He was like, basically says that he really needs to think about bringing in Nico O'Reilly to double pivot back because he has the physical profile to do it, and that means moving. He said either Ake or Ainore on the left back. Now, here's the thing, right? If you play Ake at left back, I literally will crash out to the nth degree. He is a left center back only now because of injury. So that means that you're saying either Vardiol or Ainore. And I hope that it's not Vardiol because he needs to cover Ruben Diaz's slow ass. So it has to be trust the left back that you purchased and let him make some mistakes and play. But you can't just say like, oh, Ake. No, Ake. Ake is there to look beautiful and to be a 10-minute player. He's not there to start.
I have a take on Nore. I think that is reluctant to integrate him into the squad at this point in the season and make him a crucial player because he knows he's going to lose him for at least 4 weeks.
Same with Marmoush. Yeah.
Same with Marmoush,
yeah. So I think that that's one of the reasons why we're not seeing either one of those players right now. Just kind of like a couple spot starts here and there. I don't think that Nori nor Marmoush will be big into we'll get a lot of minutes until after AFCON is over.
But see, I think based on what they told Egypt, what they told Egypt about Marmoush is that no, he's with us until to the last match. So I think Pep knows he needs the depth, and they might make some of those when we get into the things. Okay, you're playing. Let's see. Oh, we play West Ham. Yeah, you go play that match. You all go play West Ham and figure it out. Give the boys a rest. Give number ones a rest because you're about to leave, right? So it's he needs the depth, but he also, I think that's a very great point that you can't rely on them because if they get too comfortable, now we're screwed. So that's why probably today is even more say, hey, let's keep building this cohesion. You got to make it through the tough shit. Until you learn how to do it, you don't know how to do it. Because think about it, Nico O'Reilly, this is probably one of the most difficult weeks he's had as a starting left back. He has not had that much exposure to, wait, the defense has conceded multiple goals in multiple games? What? I'm playing. We don't do that. No, you do. And how do you respond once things aren't going your way? And it's not necessarily your fault, but you on the pitch. And what do? And you got to learn through experience.
Yeah, so this match, City get off to a wonderful start where they are bossing possession for the first 20 minutes. They're at 72% possession for most of it. They have all of these close chances, almost goals. And then the onslaught starts. A 17-minute goal by Haaland. He narrowly missed off the post moments before, so I was glad that he's able to get that goal, the 100th goal. Reinders, so many times he has been in the spot to score and just hasn't been able to score. So now he's gotten that monkey off his shoulder. Hopefully that's a sign of future. And what you wanted was a third. That happened. But then they give that late goal, yes, from Smith Rowe, diving header, goals across goal. That's a wild goal. It's a golazo. That is one of those situations where you're like, all right, I guess I don't feel too bad for it because it is a well-earned goal. But whenever you give up a goal right before half, it just is a crusher.
Was it just me, or as soon as that entry pass was made, on the recycle from the set piece, out to the wing, I was like, oh, they're going to score. Like as soon as the pass happened, like out to the wing, like for the assist, I was like, oh, they're definitely going to score on this.
Yeah, Nunez couldn't keep the ball. He got tackled. And once the possession got lost, I was like, oh, they have runners in the box. Harry Wilson actually is really good at passing the ball. I just didn't know who he was picking out, but like the commentator made a good point. He didn't whip a ball across the six. He saw Smith Rowe, and Smith Rowe like checked his run like they've done that before. That wasn't like a happenstance goal. Like they knew exactly what they were doing in that position. And that's why he dove at the header, because he knew if it comes here, I can take it across, and it's really hard to stop. So like, it's a great goal. I will say, as we go through the list, the second half made me more confident, right? Crunk, like I was like, oh my God, look at how City started. Like, it was crazy.
Did it. So like it's really funny because City scored in the 48th minute, and then the Berga own goal, which I feel bad for Doku because like he was the one who took the shot and it was on goal. It just deflected off of Berga and he lost it.
They must be saying that it wasn't on goal though, because if it was on frame, then they typically will give it to the attacker.
I thought it was because
they must have thought it was going to go wide.
It like he shot it and it flicked off of Berga and went wider. It just it went up. It went up and around.
I feel like it brought it. I feel like it was going to go wide. Let's say wide right, and then that kept it on frame.
Oh, maybe it clipped inside it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's fair. But I'm not gonna like.
But truly, I still would have wanted him to get it though.
No, 1,000%. But we had that, and I'm in the watch along. Shout out to everybody who joined us in the watch along. I was solo dolo. I was still clutching my Man City ball, being like, I don't like this 5-2 scoreline. Like I don't feel comfortable. Like something feels off, and it.
When we were up 5-1, you were so Doku or the own goal, however you want to look at it, that put us up 5-1. At that point, you were still nervous?
Yes, because they weren't holding on to the ball. There wasn't much patience. Like the first 20 minutes, there were multiple times where they'd run it up and just be like, all right, let's go back again. And then knock it back and they pass it around. The ball is moving quickly. You could tell that they were pressing. Like they knew, like they could sense that they had Fulham on the edge, that they just needed to get that one more like shot, that kill shot, and end it. And because of that, they were kind of pressing passes. They were forcing passes. Like Doku was forcing a lot of passes. Like when Pep made that sub, I understood what was going on. He could sense,
but not for Savio.
No, that wasn't great. But also, like
Spurs, get him. Come get him. I'll take a discount. I'll take a discount. $40 million. Come get him. Come get him.
That's a major discount.
Get him out. I don't care. Get him out. Get him out. I'm done. Get him out.
Wait, who are we getting out?
Savio.
Oh wow.
And it's one of those things. His first action, because he did a calm action. He had the ball up. He brought it back. He paused and then he sent the cross in and almost scored off of it. And I was like, let's go, Savio. And then after that, it was straight down. There were so many times where he just would run, and he runs so fast, so he doesn't really have time to kind of think or slow down. He'll have like two good touches, and then that third touch is just too much. Like it's all just small things. Like he just needs to slow down. Like
he's 21.
I know.
We know this.
I know.
So why are we upset? Not you, not Tom, just we. Sure. Yes. Why are we, the collective City supporter base, acting like he's not 21? Like nobody at 21 is a polished product. Like it's very rare unless you're Leo Messi, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like he is truly being molded. Now, if you ask me, would I want to swap him for Semenyo? Right now, bye. Like give me Semenyo 10 times out of 10, we'll figure it out. But if that's not happening, that's why I kind of wonder Arrigo too this summer and not him. Unless you give me somebody that's proven, take this talent and let Pep mold him, because that's why we know he's not a starter.
Rodrigo hasn't scored in like 30 games for Real Madrid.
Yeah, and Rodrigo also doesn't play in his natural position in Real Madrid, which is part of the reason he's not scoring.
He may not play for us there either. But anyway, you said
but
it.
I get what I'm saying. I know what you're saying, but yeah. But my point is, Savinho just is going to be frustrating because that's what kids do. It's like when you put on, and like again, Nico O'Reilly might be the best example of a young player that doesn't frustrate us. And I think it's just like his build kind of makes up for any mistakes. He's not too fast. He's not too strong. So he doesn't rely on anything. But like Savio is going to have exceptional moments. And then a bunch, like Tom said, a bunch of boneheaded stuff. So I think that's why Pep won't start him as much. Because I can only trust you to come on at the end. I can't trust you to get us to the 60-minute mark. You need to come on at 70 or later. Like, and that's just kind of building him along the way.
I on the stream earlier today, I said it feels like in these matches, because we've kind of been poor in the second half of matches recently. And I said, and I made me think about it because you kind of gave a boxing analogy. I said we've been rope-a-doped. They hit us with the Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope. They let us swing and do all the running, because you saw the tweet the other day that showed how much more running we do than everybody else, right? Do your best in the first half, because then teams come out at the second half and they we don't have the energy, whatever it is that we drop off and we can't keep up, and now they're going for it. And we start to buckle. And it's like, I doubt that it's legitimately a tactic, but it wouldn't surprise me, because it's like we're up there swinging, doing all this stuff, and then we run out of breath. And then, like you said, they start teeing off on us. Pow, pow, pow. And it's like Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Where'd that come from? All these dudes from Fulham. What is going on here? How is Alex Iwobi scoring? What is going on? Because they hit us with the rope-a-dope. And it's like, that's crazy.
And then I think even Pep was like, the players got so nervous, they dropped their line too far back.
I have that
Yeah.
clip.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
So no. Again, both of you said something. So I had this clip from last week. Pep, his response on that running the most, because he was asked, "Hey, the team is running the most in the Premier League. What are your thoughts on that?"
I don't know. He's good. I don't know. He's good. Normally, when we run less, it's because the move run more, and we play better. But that is good. Last season was not the case, and have a good spirit without the ball, and of course we need that. That is good. So that means that people is focused, want to do it, and make always an extra effort. And you have players with incredible physicality, especially Phil and a lot of people in the middle. That's good.
So, like he said, his honest part in the first half, and then he has learned that, hey, I need to say the nice part at the end to make people think that I'm not ragging on the squad. And then what Sharpie was saying about Pep talking about how the players were nervous.
For that, we were thinking, 5-2, the game was over, 5-1, now 5-3. Oh, what happened? In two corners deflections, we defend bad positions. And yeah, so yeah, we'll improve. We'll improve because I think the first goal, the second one, the third, I don't know, the fourth, the third and fourth, all four goals were in the edge and nobody was there. And it's because we want to defend more, we are anxious to go so deep to penalty spot. Penalties for Ruben, for Josko, for Nico Gonzalez. The other one had to be occupied at the spaces because the players are there. So yeah, we'll talk, we'll see it, and hopefully next future we can defend better that positions.
Shout out to you guys. Just always setting up these clips. Y'all are fucking rock stars. Also, that post-match Fulham, like, I don't know if you heard that weird little background noise. It sounded like a generator or some shit. It was the entire interview, and it was driving me mad. Like, listening to talking to just like that. Oh my God, I hated it so much. Yeah, and that's really... We're back at the moment where in order to score a goal on City, they have to be golazos. And that's a good thing, but it's not when a team can score so many of them against you. And shout out to Chukwueze. Like, those were amazing goals. Iwobi's goal, great goal. Like, and again, I'm seeing a lot of hate towards Donnarumma. Okay, so I will admit on Iwobi's goal, that was a poor clearance. Like, for a dude who is as big as he is, he does get overwhelmed by the way the Premier League handles the corners with the, like, blocking the keepers and stuff like that. He doesn't quite understand how to handle that situation. So he, like, poorly cleared the ball. You know, they're able to, like, bing, bang, boom. again, but it's mentality. The players were back. Everybody was trying to protect Donnarumma, but in the end, you got in Donnarumma's way, and you weren't able to clear the ball out, get the space out because everyone is just kind of clustered. And I hope they can figure this out. But when you're playing games, game on game on game on game on game, you can't practice. You're just kind of watching, and that tells you what you need to look out for. But that almost the anticipation of things, like sometimes you need to play things out. Like, there are visual learners and there are people who learn by action. So there are people who need to do those in practice so they can feel a little bit better in those situations instead of just kind of like watching you give away goals over and over again. Like, I wouldn't want to do that. I would be the type where I would need to do it in practice.
I also think, though, sadly, practice can't replicate a comeback on the road in the rain on a Tuesday night. Like, there's nothing that can say what it feels like when you watch a 5-1 lead go to 5-3. And that third goal was like, wait, how did he do that? Oh my God, what? Like, it has to be a wild mental lapse. Like, we were so dominant for 60 minutes, and all of a sudden we can't do anything. And not mad at the missed chance, but when Haaland had a chance to get the header from the Savinho cross, he misses it. 2 of them, right? So, like, it's just like, damn, like, you hit the post. It's like, bro, like, we needed that goal to balance it out. Because if we go up 6-3 or 6-4, now it's like, okay.
Over. Yep.
So it's just like, it's hard to, again, I'm not mad at Haaland. He's having an incredible year, best striker in the world. But goals make games. And if he makes those goals, if he gets the way that he had that double hat trick with Foden before, they both get hat tricks or a brace and a brace, okay, game's over. But when we miss it, we give them opportunity. So again, learning experience, I don't think anybody with it, and we never talk about this, Craven Cottage has maybe the smallest pitch in the Premier League. It is probably the easiest pitch to get up and down on because it's so tiny, and you could tell in the way they play. Like, it's just moving back and forth.
Yeah. No,
It's smaller than Yankee Stadium where NYCFC plays.
Really?
Oh wow.
Because
I remember you saying that time before.
NYCFC gets killed all the time for the tiny pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's smaller,
but nobody talks about Fulham anymore. But like, it's a real thing, and it changes how they can come back. Because on a full, you take that the Etihad, we're at 5-1. You're not running that much and scoring 5 goals, like 4 goals on us. Like, it's impossible almost. But at a smaller pitch, ball moves quickly. Well, damn. Like, there is less width between the out of bound line and the 18-yard box. Like, so the box is taking up so much more of the pitch. So these are things that like sound like excuses, but it's truly a fact. Like, and it changed the way the game goes. And that's why it's a 1 of 1. And thank God we don't have to play there again till next year.
Oh man. I love Pep post-match. Like, is there anything else in this match in particular that we want to talk about? Like, it is what it is. Like, it's, I guess, the team being able to win 2 close matches like this, it's a level up, right? Like, this should tell the players that they are headed in the right direction, being able to like fight through. Or are you the type where seeing them struggle in 2 games, giving up these goals, this is more of a recipe for future disaster?
I think we won the aggregate 9, if my count is sorry, 8-6, right? And so if you were to say we won each game by 1 goal, if you were to say you had 2 1-0 wins, the talk would be so different. Oh my gosh, 2 clean sheets, gritty city, control possession, just so strong, mentality monsters. No, we scored some more goals, bro. This shit was fun. Like, I'm taking points and goals. Don't make my joy be sour. Don't piss in my jam. Like, that was amazing to watch. We scored 5 and we could have had 7. Like, that's crazy. So I would much rather say have a good offense and figure out the defense than I don't know how we're going to score goals and we got to try to eke out an Arsenal set piece win. I'm sorry. One of those is better for the long term, knowing how to create goals versus the team that can only score on set pieces that has the lowest open percentage open percentage goals in the league. Like, so I'm happy with the 6 out of 6 points. I hope we don't do this every match, I would love to say keep it under 2 goals next match. But if you say we win another 3-2, I'll take that 3-2. I'm not gonna be upset, man. Last year changed my whole life.
And in form, Phil Foden makes a big difference. And, again, we go from no one can score but Haaland to kind of free flowing. Goals are just flowing at the moment. And a big part of that is Phil. And we know when he's playing with that confidence, like we saw that season when KDB was out, when he's playing at his level, man, he's unstoppable. So hopefully he can stay there.
Yeah.
I think the next step, so we're with Leeds, they take an early lead, they drew level, find a last minute winner. With Fulham, get out to an early lead, let a couple of goals in, made it close, but you still held them off. I think that the next step is okay, do we know that this team can maybe fall behind 2 goals and then still come up and win 3-2 or win 4-2? I think that it's, to me, that the stepping stones to mentality, from mentality Muppets to mentality monsters, I think that is the next step.
That's fair. And before we fully move on, congratulations to Haaland. He scored his 100th goal, 100 goals in Premier League, 111 appearances. That is a record. Here is the Nordic cyborg on how he feels and what it meant to him.
Of course, now, it means a lot to me. First of all, to score 100 goals in Premier League for City is a thing, of course, I wanted to do when I came here. And but this quickly, I didn't expect. But now it happened, and I'm super proud. It's a huge thing, I think after my career, when I look back at this, it would be a huge moment, this game. And also a game that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
And when you hit the post early on, did you?
Yeah. And what I love about Pep, he found a way to, have a little laugh. This is how the post-match presser started.
Did you enjoy, guys? Huh? Yeah, nice, huh?
Did you?
Me?
Did you enjoy?
My God, I lose my hair.
And that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Handle it. And he went on to say, this is how matches are sometimes. Again, it's all, when games like this happen, it's more about emotions than it is about tactics. And it's just the players held on, they fought through, and that is what makes me the most happy and the most excited.
There was a Donnarumma tweet, him and Haaland talking, but it was just basically, you told me the PL was crazy, but I didn't know it was this crazy kind of a deal. So it was wow.
Even though this man has won a Champions League and a Euro,
and he's
ain't
this is
nothing like the PL,
something
baby.
different.
It's
this
a
different.
whole different beast out here.
This is different. What they say in England, different gravy or something like that.
Yes, different gravy.
Yeah,
very different gravy.
This different gravy.
And even Mark Sanchez,
the quarterback for the Jets, butt fumble.
Drunk fighter Mark Sanchez. What?
Yeah, drunk. I was about to say he lost his job at Fox.
Fired from Fox. You know how hard it is to get fired from Fox? You got to get fired from Fox.
Chelsea's goalkeeper. Oh my gosh,
Robert Sanchez. Our tangents have been legendary this episode, y'all. I just want to put it out there. This is top tier podcasting. We had Muppet Talk. We had this Mark Sanchez run. This is impressive.
You know how we got young, my great nieces and nephews, they come over, when they're sleepy because they start just, everything is funny, everything is ridiculous. I said we that little extra whatever it was, half hour, whatever it was, that's got us thrown off, but it's fun. Yeah. I love it.
This episode is definitely called Mentality Muppets. That is the epic name of this episode.
I like it. It works. Muppets are fun, and they win. They just do it in a very
They
silly way.
win. They
And
win.
if you
that
are
is the
Kermit
listening,
don't
point.
lose.
and if you are listening, and you have a thought as to the Muppet 11 and who should play where, put that in the comments wherever you're listening, watching, whatever. Just put that in the comments. We want to know.
Yeah, I
We
want to
do.
see
We
that.
want to know who
We
gets
wanna see
into
it.
our Muppet 11.
Yeah, that's facts. Um, before we get out of here, let's talk. Our baby blue daddies, they are back after an international break. Everybody has been balling out. It's been great to see. So they're going to come back and return, and nobody has gotten injured. That is very exciting to see. And like I said, people have been balling out. Hemp, Fujino, like Japan had been beating up on Canada, so that's kind of unfortunate. But sorry,
Jay. Yeah, sorry, Jay. Sorry, it's
sorry,
not
Jay.
looking great for you.
But Miedema scored 4 in the first half in the match today. So yeah, a lot of the players are returning. England in their latest match, the triple sub in the second half was Hemp, Clinton, and Blinkilde Brown. Like it's very cool to see just the city effect all over the world right now. I love it. The ladies, they return to take on Leicester City, who sit in ninth. They have 3 draws and 2 losses in the last 5. They have a goal difference of -11. I am fair. It is on the road, so like I will say that very early game, 6 a.m. Central Time. Bunny even she played with her national team for the first time in a while, so that was exciting.
Oh, and they ran roughshod over Dominica. Like it was 17-0, y'all. Like I didn't even know that footy scores could be American football scores. Like that was wow.
That was insane. And she got she for some reason the team won as much as they did, and Bunny still played 70 minutes. She had a hat trick in the first half and played 70 minutes. There was no need for any of that. So Leicester City, they're Leicester City.
Okay, so this is what I will say about Leicester. Leicester, and
Please.
I've said it on the 12, which is a WSL podcast that you should be listening to. Leicester might have the best goalkeeper in the league that no one knows about in Yanina Leipzig. I think there have been a couple of times where she has single-handedly like kept them in matches or kept matches close. It's very good to hear that like both Bunny and Viv have been in goal scoring form because they will need to be because Leipzig's shot stopping is that good. So we will need to be very clinical with the chances that we do have. I got this one 2-1, a nervy one at the King Power, but City pull it out and get the 3 points. Keep that lead on Chelsea and the French lady terrorist.
I still can't believe we're first. Like it's all coming back to me now. Like, wait, we're up by 3 points and up 3 on goal difference and have the best offense by 4. What is happening?
Let's go, Jeggy. Also another Manager of the Month award for him. So like shout
Another
out.
one. He rocking up. And if I see
Back to
Carolyn
back.
on that pitch, I might cry. If Carolyn runs out there in that 14 shirt, you will see a grown man sob. Because I miss her so much. I think we win. I'll go clean sheet. I'll go 2-0. Leicester only has scored 6 goals all season in 9 matches. So the odds would be in our favor. That's what I'll go off of. 2-0 City, win streak continues.
I like that. I'm going to be a little more hopeful. I'm going to stick with that clean sheet, though. I'm going to say 4-0. I think they continue the good play and they handle things. They beat them down. Also, I think they only have, 2 more games before another break? Yes. They are on the road against Leicester City, and then they are home against Aston Villa, and then on the road against West Ham. So 3 more games because they have a League Cup game. So 3 more games, and then it's another break. Oh,
Leicester City have given up 3. They lost 3-0. They lost 4-1. They drew 1-1. They lost 4-1, and then they won. Going back 5 games ago, they beat London City 1-0. They give up a lot of goals. I think I don't know. I don't remember what you all said, but I'm gonna say 3-0.
Hey,
I love it. You said 3-0. I said 2-0. Tom said 2-1, right, Tom? Nervy. Okay.
then I said 4-0. All right. So yeah, let's run it up. Hey, fantastic job, y'all. Great episode. Later than usual, and it made it a little sillier, but that was great. It was fantastic. Show Bros, please let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Well, I have the least amount of things, so just follow me at Sharpie Charlie. That is it. Bye.
Um, you can find me if there's a social media platform that I use. You can find me at Thom Bomb 816. You can find me at the 12. We took a little Thanksgiving hiatus, which was perfect because the international break would coincide with that. But we're going to get back at it this week, and you're going to hear some content from us very soon.
You can find me on social media at Tarik Peterson, TARIKPETERSON. That includes on YouTube. So kind of started doing that. If you're listening, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not trying to get away from this, but just adding a little something to it. So yeah, you can find me on YouTube.
Famous on the low.
Channel is the same name, Tarik Peterson. That's the channel name. So you go there, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. But I do right now. I'm just going on Tuesday evenings for Talkback Tuesdays. It's a chance for anyone that wants to. I post the link in the chat. You can jump into the on stage and have your say about the games or whatever it is that we're talking about that day. And so, yeah, I'm trying to make it interactive, trying to hear from folks. So, yeah, if you're out there and you're looking for something to do on Tuesday nights, come check me out.
Like, subscribe, rate, review, tag us on social media, do all of those things. You can find us at Shades of Blue NW. Match previews, tons of amazing interviews on our Patreon. $6 a month, no ads. Also, for just 10 cents a day, you can support Shades of Blue. So check that out. It's in the show notes. Yeah, that's everything. So until next time, you know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang.